Fort Worth police investigating a shooting involving an off-duty officer, and tonight we've learned that same officer was also involved in a high-profile encounter. WFAA News at 10 starts now. Tonight, an off-duty Fort Worth police officer involved in an alleged hit-and-run shooting has been identified and placed on restricted duty. We've confirmed he is the same officer who was at the center of a high-profile arrest 8 years ago. Adriana de Alba live in Fort Worth tonight. Adriana, what more have you learned?
Well, Izzy, tonight there are still a lot of details surrounding this hit and run that we're still working to find out. I'll tell you that this has brought renewed attention to that Fort Worth police officer, and that's because multiple sources tell us that it is the same officer who was involved in the wrongful arrest of a Fort Worth mom and daughter years ago. So fast forward to today, the community is calling for transparency surrounding this latest incident, and calling for that officer to be terminated. It started with a hit and run on Tuesday. Highway cameras captured the end of a hit and run incident along I-35W near Morningside Drive. A Fort Worth police officer was hit while off duty in his personal vehicle by a red Ford truck.
Shots fired at South Freeway and Seminary. Shots fired at the complainant who's following.
Fort Worth police say the off-duty officer then followed the truck, which allegedly tried to ram his vehicle.
Complainant is going to be the one following the red Ford F-150.
Police say it ended with the officer shooting into the truck several times, injuring the other driver.
I'm really disappointed.
Councilmember Chris Nettles is disappointed because multiple police and city sources tell WFAA it was Officer William Martin, the same officer involved in the 2016 wrongful arrest case of Jacqueline Craig that garnered national attention.
The question is, why is he still an officer for Fort Worth PD?
Fort Worth mother Craig and her daughter called 911 for help. Body cam video shows she ended up tased and on the ground with her daughter handcuffed. The city settled. Martin was put on leave and remained with the department. The Fort Worth Race and Culture Task Force calling for answers in this latest incident. Martin has been reassigned. It's unclear if the hit-and-run driver will face charges.
It's the same officer. He was a bad actor then. He's a bad actor now. Full faith in Chief Noakes that he will make an example out of this officer and that you don't get to discharge your weapon. You don't need to pursue.
Criminologist Dr. Alex Del Carmen says, based on what we know so far, the off-duty officer should not have chased the fleeing truck.
And if you're off-duty and you're not in a patrol car, you're not going to engage in a police chase where that chase itself is going to endanger the lives of other people.
Fort Worth police not publicly identifying Martin as the officer, citing an active investigation. In Fort Worth, I'm Adriana de Alba.